Hi, this is Mary Jean Murphy, and we're back with installment 4 of Scraps of Kindness, the Kim Diehl Sew Along. I hope you're sewing along with me. If not, go ahead and save this for when you do get around to doing the sew along or the pattern that you or the kit that you ordered. You'll be happy to have these little tips and tricks and just a little explanation of the blocks that you'll be doing. And this month, in grand style, we are doing I, J, and L. Don't know why they're not in order, but that's okay. We're just gonna go with it. The blocks are pretty straightforward, so let's go ahead and get into it. So block I is this little kind of a twirly bird, like a little windmill. Don't get fancy with this block. When I looked at this block, I went, oh, I've got a better way of doing that, 2 at a time. So it doesn't work because these triangles right here have to be in a certain order. So go ahead and sew it exactly the way that Kim intended you to sew it. If you try to do it 2 at a time, then you'll have a mirror image and it doesn't make the correct swirl. As always, the spool block or the spool bars are exactly the same in every single block. So go ahead and sew your spools, and the center is pretty straightforward if you follow her directions. So the next block, L, is, I called this a bow tie block. I'm not quite sure what that's called, but I liked it as, I just like it as a bow tie. It is nothing fancy. It's 2 half square triangles. And then the alternating block is nothing more than a square with a smaller square. You sew across the diagonal, just like you've been doing with these corners of the spool block, and clip it off, press it, and you're ready to go. Go ahead and make sure you nest these seams nicely so you have a nice center of each of these blocks, and it's pretty straightforward. I think you're going to like doing it. And the last block is block J. So this would be J1 and 2. These were kind of fun to do. They were a little bit more piecing. It felt, I felt good when I was done with it. Make sure you remember that these flying geese blocks are turned the other way, so it makes it look like a square in a square block. Usually they're turned so that it makes it look like a star, but this looks more like a square in a square. They were fun to do. I really enjoyed this installment. So the next installment is going to be installment 5, and there's only 4 blocks in that. I haven't quite finished it yet, but I'm ready to roll, and I hope you are too. Until next time, here's the 3 blocks. Follow along with me. Until next time, this is Mary Jean Murphy.